Hey guys, if you want to see how I put this bouquet together with grocery flowers, keep on watching. Hey guys, Gladys Lucero here with Lucero's Wallflower Creations. Today I wanted to go over how to put together a bouquet you find at the grocery store. I found this bouquet that looked just like this. I just took it out of the wrapper and I just wanted to put it together with you guys in a slightly different way. I was very excited. Trader Joe's has some of the best flowers, I swear. And I ended up getting some eucalyptus and some baby's breath. If they had a different kind of filler, I would have got it, but baby's breath is always nice. This bouquet cost me $6.99. I believe the eucalyptus was $4.99 and also the baby's breath. And I should really start taking everything out of its package so it's ready to go.
I'm able to grab these stems a lot easier.
All right, so I have the baby's breath out. I have the flowers already out. I took off the rubber band and the eucalyptus. Just gonna go ahead and place them in front of me. And I'm gonna move my chair over a bit. It's kind of bugging me. All right. There goes my flip-flop. Okay, so I want to start with my greenery. We are not gonna need this whole stem. And I'm kind of going for a bridal, something simple. I know a lot of people are like, how do we put a simple bouquet together? And it's really not that hard. So what I'm gonna do is cut it right there. This is all we need. And I'm going to clean off the bottom of this eucalyptus. So we're gonna have this much, to hold the bouquet. That's all we need. I'm gonna start with that. And I'm looking at these roses. I'm going to clean it up first. These leaves don't look great, so we don't need those. I like to pick off the flowers around. See, this one has a little bit of brown. We're gonna take that off. These aren't too bad. I'm gonna start with these roses right in the middle, spray roses. And then what else? What other flower do we have here? I think I'll put a little bit of baby's breath. Now, one stem could be like a bunch of stems in a bouquet of, or I would say a bunch of baby's breath. You don't have to put this whole thing in. As you see, there's a bunch of stems and we could cut them off. So I think that's okay. I'm gonna give it a little space right there. As I'm adding my flowers, once again, I'm cleaning it up good. I'm checking if there's any browning. And I twist it to make a spiral. I think I want to put another eucalyptus on this side. This is actually part of the bottom piece I just cut. I'm just gonna add it right in there. This carnation is real nice. Where do I want you? Like right here. There was such pretty colors. Remember, I'm also going with a spiral, trying to make a spiral here. If we're just adding on the flowers, we run the risk of actually breaking the stem, if that makes sense. So as you see, they're going in that way. Okay, what's next? These are nice. Button mum. Once again, making sure that we do not have ugly leaves. We can stick it right here. I want a little more baby's breath. You see how we have this whole bunch? I'm going to cut it here. We have all that left. Now I want to add more baby's breath right here. Ostromeria. I like to remove the leaves from Ostromeria, all of them. Be careful not to pull the leaves around the flower of this Ostromeria, because you pull on it, you think the leave's gonna come right off and it doesn't, and then you pull the whole entire flower. Cutting the leaves off the Ostromeria gives it a cleaner look. Should have done this off camera, but it's good to show you guys. I wanted to try this with some creamy colors, cream colors I saw at Trader Joe's. But I thought, what the heck, why not white? Okay. Also be gentle with Ostromeria because the petals are so sensitive. We have more greenery here. I want to put, keep losing my shoe over here, a stem of eucalyptus. Right in the middle. Just being careful not to ruin any of the petals. I want something right there in the middle. As we're working with a bouquet, things will shift around. You may want to fix things along the way. So we have this going on right now. I like the eucalyptus kind of out, you know, gives it a little bounce. So I'm going to be wrapping my bouquet in this area. This is where you would be holding the bouquet. You're gonna want to clean all that off. Be careful not to break stems. Okay. Ooh, it smells so good. Wow. All right. So we have more flowers here. We have some spray roses, and we also have some rose, just a normal rose. I'm gonna put her right, remember, in a spiral, right there. And we have one more flower, and it's this cute little thing here. I think I want to put it right there. These are all the flowers that came in with the bouquet. I want to, I don't know if I want to put this in, give it a little different feel, color. I like it's like pastel. I like this, so I'm not gonna put the green, more of a deeper green color kind of foliage. I will be adding more baby's breath. I'm gonna want to put it around the bouquet. There. Some people call this collaring, putting it around the bouquet. Maybe some right there. We need some greenery here, so I want to add some eucalyptus. I don't fall. It's very dancey. Gives it a little something, you know, a little something. You could do a lot tighter than this, where the eucalyptus isn't bouncy everywhere like this. It's all up to you. I'm gonna go in with some baby's breath right there. Kind of imagine that. That's really cute. And I'm going to put another eucalyptus right in this area. Let's see. We can cut it right there. What was that? I wonder if I could get a little more. I don't like how that baby's breath looks. There you go. Tighten it up a little bit. I'm loving that cascading look there. I think I want to put a little more on this side. We have this piece. Shorter, but let's see what we can do. It gives it a little something else right there. This one going my direction. This one's pretty long. This one will really give it that little something something for cascading. I really like to give my bouquet some volume and not just have it be so tight. And I'm a volume kind of girl, okay? Pop these roses out just a little more. That's so cute. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, I want to show you guys the bouquet all around. And I want to put a little more baby's breath right there. Do I want to do baby's breath or the last stem right there? I might do both. Over here fighting with the baby's breath. Okay. We're not gonna need this one down here, so I try to be careful with baby's breath because you pull a stem off and it'll easily break and will look really wonky. You don't want that. Let me see that stem. I like that. Yeah, and this slightly colored it with the eucalyptus. I backed up that last piece of baby's breath I put in there with eucalyptus. See, it's simple. It's not too big. Here's from the sides. We're gonna cut it. Something I do not like, and I've noticed when the amount of stems that a bride has to hold is like this long. I think it looks kind of ugly. Like, you know, you got the bride and then you got this big old long stems going on over here. Hey, some people might like it. Don't come after me. But I think it looks so much better when you have shorter stems, enough to put it in a, you know, a vase. And it's not this long, thick piece of stem going on. And when you're walking down the aisle, you don't have, you know, you're not holding it like this because it's so long. It's closer to your body. All right, I think that's cute. Again, making sure there's no stems over here. Not stems, sorry, leaves. Clean it up. And you can tie it up like this with some wire and leave it that way if you wanted to. Some people just like to put ribbon around it. What I'm going to do to tie this off is use this like twine wire kind of situation going on. What I'm going to do is use something that a lot of people will probably have at home already, because I got this at a wholesale floral shop. Not everybody will have this, but if you do, hey, great. Twine. You could use twine. You could also go to Walmart, Michael's, and get this type of wire. But I'm going to use twine right now.
I'm going to tie her up.
Now we'll do it as pretty tight, but not so tight that you break the stems. I've broken some stems.
Okay, eucalyptus. Or you could be smarter and go this way. Sometimes the bouquet's pretty big and it'll be hard to do it this way, but it's pretty small and light.
This is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna tie it, put it down. Okay. Tore off by itself. I still made sure that it's actually tied. Okay. So with the ribbon, I personally do not like going all the way down, wrapping the whole thing. I like to just wrap it right in this area. Maybe a little further down, but not all the way down. Also to be able to stick it in water. I know there's some people that put like a paper towel and something over it to keep the flowers fresh. I'd rather put it in a vase. And sometimes reception time, you could just put it in a vase on your table and it'll look beautiful. So I'm just going here. Okay. And I leave it some space down here with the ribbon. And I start to turn it onto that piece, if that makes sense. See that? Trying to go slow here is not helping me. So, and then I like to go back up. As you see, I'm trying to be neat with my spacing also. Okay. So what I like to do when it's time to pin the ribbon down, I try to position the bouquet where it would be considered forward and down. So what would be considered the back of the bouquet? So to me, the back of the bouquet is here where my thumb hits. So I'm here, and the bride is going to be busy. The bride is going to be distracted. So sometimes you want, in pictures, the bouquet to look good and not wonky, not like, you know. So I like to put the pins in the back of the bouquet, which, like I said, will be here. And whenever the bride's holding the bouquet, she'll be able to feel the, sometimes they're like little crystals or pearls. She'll be able to feel the back of the bouquet. So I'm going to cut this ribbon. And again, make sure I position it right. I'm going to tuck this folded under going to pin it. You can use big pearls, small pearls. It could be a small black pearl pin. Today I'm going to use these big pearls, almost teardrop shape. And now I'm going to pin this in. I'm gonna do one here. And these are very long, so be careful. To make sure that the needle is not going through the other way where the bride or whoever is going to stab their fingers with the needle. I actually would probably prefer to use a shorter needle than this. It's just what's right in front of me. And I'm going to do 2. I like to make sure that they are right under each other. It just looks cute. It just looks nicer. Okay, make sure the needle's not going over to the other side. Alright, so that's how it's looking. And see now, when you got the bride like moving around, doing things, she knows she has to hold it there. This is the front, and this needs to go towards the bottom. Well, I hope this little tutorial helped you guys. I know there's many videos out there of ways to put together a bouquet. I've been really wanting and trying to find out ways to make it easier for the normal person to make a bouquet and be able to go into a grocery store and know that they can make a bouquet like this. And again, you can try to make this bouquet tighter. Flowers stick out a little more than I did. I try to give a little height here and there. But I don't like very tight flower bouquets, but others do. Well, hope you guys liked my video. Like and subscribe for more. Bye.